all the way. Nothing happens. Nothing happens. Nothing happened. Spring brings the lever back to its original
토요일에 관문
position.
닫기.
Wasn't there a sign?
오케이, 병 하나. 전당포. 노사 패드 5체력. 물약 좋아요. 할머니의 배치 제가 전당포에 좀 하겠습니다. 숙박비가 없어서. 너 로다도 씨가 연기를 잘하긴 했지.
A typical Martinez streetlight sits among assorted. The light pole has been carefully. This would make quite a statement in your living room.
Yes, officer. As you see, it's in
이거 어디서
perfect
났어?
working order. It was brought to me to be altered.
We are not here to investigate the theft of city. You have to admit it's rather.
하루 동안 얼마지?
700 real. A
700?
bargain, I dare say. There's also the matter of rewiring, but the most important.
사면 어떻게 되나? 궁금한데 저 사면 어떻게 되지? 사면 뭐 있나?
You see rows of toys sold. Try to find something pretty and cool here.
조작 능력? 저는 조작 능력 버프는 없네.
You see rows. Try to find something pretty and cool here. Why? What's this? A headless man.
이건 뭐지?
Oh, that's the headless phone rider.
누구?
The headless phone
목
rider.
없는 팔릉 기수.
About a man who 50 cents.
50센트 거저먹기야.
He lost his cap when he lost his head. Perhaps.
마음 좋아라.
Did I mention that this figurine is supposed to be lucky? Always carry it with you.
그녀를 되찾으라고?
Yes. Buy something nice.
말탄 기사를 살펴본다.
Big men on big horses.
프랑크넥으로 기병대군. 말해달라고? 말해주냐고? 아니야.
Very serious.
They're not
나 나중에 2회차게 되면 치트 쳐서 돈 무한해가지고 해보려고.
complemented by orange trousers. They are variously posed, wielding.
This is what the loyalists look like. Yes, at first. Then
Which ones?
This set of soldiers isn't meant to look impressive. A few.
You're probably talking about the revolutionaries, yes?
원래 1회차 그냥 대엔드를 한 다음에 2회차 이제 할 수 있는 거 다 해보고 막 이런 식으로 하는 게 재밌을 것 같아. 2회차 뭐 나 혼자 하겠지만.
When you place them next to the royalists, it doesn't seem like they could possibly win. Maybe.
전장 소총 후장식 쓰고 뭐냐 원자료까지 돌림. 이상한 세계야 좀.
The boomboxes on the shelf look
Boombox.
well. One especially catches your eye. This is you. Golden orange. A sunset. Just make sure it works before you buy it.
이 스테레오 팔 보증기기 말인데
Is the Harman Welsh W2
붐박스를 사고
made in
붐박스?
Vespa?
이게 잘 작동하는 거 맞나?
Absolutely. I've tested each one myself with recordings of speed.
That's odd. Why doesn't it?
음악을 좋아하지 않는다고? 그럼 뭘 좋아하지?
The stuff I record
나
myself.
스스로 녹음악을 좋아한다고?
Silverware shaking in drawers as motor car.
Maybe you should ditch music as well.
이 기기가 경찰물에 쓸모가 있을까?
If police work means playing tapes.
음박스는 좀 사고 싶은데? 그래봐. 근데 내가 아까 얻었던 이 총 팔 수 있을까? 마그레브 소총. 엽서 라텔라 51이 뭐지 이거? 아 오케이. 인연 배지 3원. 이거 내가 방금 산 거고. 경희의 선수건.
It's not a, what can I do?
His courtesy is not insincere, but he prefers being alone with his projector.
이런 동네 경찰이 부족하다니 참 안타까운 일이야.
I haven't had any problems myself.
who are your customers?
All kinds of people come
잠시만요.
through here.
손수건? 파는 악독한 짓을 하지 않겠냐고? 팔라고 생각했는데.
People looking for a keepsake. As you can see, I have a wide selection of goods for everyone to choose from.
솔직히 다른 물건들 중에서는 다른 물건보다 더 세련됐군.
It keeps me entertained.
Entertained.
잠시만요.
He might be high. If he is, on
뭐 자꾸
what?
도전과제가 깨지는 거야 이거? 예술 경찰 대사 5번 말하기. 미친 슈퍼스타. 오케이. 미친 슈퍼스타 대사 7번 치기.
Hello again. How can I help you?
로이는 취해 있는 걸까 아니면 무슨 약을 했을까?
Feeling warm and enthralled by the movement of light, while the
파이도 롤리도 그게 뭐야?
drug developed by the military to treat and prevent
방사능 질병을 치료하기 위해 개발한 약물이다. 부작용으로 환각 효과가 있다. 눈을 노랗게 만들어준다.
your eyes turn yellow.
이하는 더운 것 같은데 나만 그렇게 느끼나?
I try to keep the shop at a comfortable temperature.
궁금해서 내가 기억을 잃어버리기 전에 아마 파이롤리도는 엄청나게 한 것 같거든.
I've had to take it. You know.
인민의 원자료 제염 작업? 아, 이 양반.
I was with the emergency relief brigade.
긴급 구호 여단 소속.
He's taken for mental and emotional, not physical pain these days.
인민의 원자료 그게 뭐야?
A bad idea.
가나만 좌파들이 입자 붕괴 발전소를 지었다. 근데 그게 오작동했다.
The People's Pile was a Type U particle decay generator.
입자 붕괴 발전소가 뭐야?
Immediately a primitive nuclear reactor.
원자로. 왜 인민의 원자로지?
Construction began during the commune. Needless to say.
왜 오작동한 거야?
Didn't work out.
그러니까 동료런 느낌이 있다니까 이게.
An emergency valve defect resulted in steam pressure blowing the turbine.
내가 있던 긴급 구호 여단에 대해서 말해줄 수 있겠나?
We were an all-volunteer force. I lived by the river since I was a small boy. There wasn't much the volunteer force could do.
어려운 일이겠구만. 방사능 제염 작업 말이야.
There's a reason why everyone's tried to forget any of it ever happened. So much disappointment.
발전기가 고장난 건 누구 잘못이지?
No one's.
모두의 잘못이라고.
So much.
A bunch of poor people.
어쩌다 전단포락이 됐어.
The cleanup happened 15 years ago. I was young then, so I came to Martinez. I like the theory more than the story.
Yeah, you gotta get.
파이롤리도 좀 나와줄 수 있을까?
You said you done it before.
해본 적 있다고 했지?
The lieutenant steps away, pretending to admire some of the nicknames. He won't be your nog, but he won't be thrilled about this either.
전에 한번 해본 것 같아. 마음에 들더라고.
Here you go, man.
Yes, darling. That's the
고마워 친구.
government.
Of course.
아 물약. 아 좋아. 팔고 싶은 물건이 있어
Let
친구.
me have a look.
주원일 좀 살펴볼게.
Anything else you're thinking of selling?
경의의 손수건. 낡은 벨 마그레버스 총. 이게 도로 되찾기는 못하나? 도로 되찾기가 안 되면은 이거 좀 팔기가 좀 그런데? 경위는 이 일을 기억한다고요? 기억하라지 그냥. 너무 쉽게 그냥 아까부터 어른이 자꾸 말하는데 자꾸. 이 기념 배지를 갖고 있긴 한데 그 전에 질문이 있어.
Jean Baptiste's summer dinghy rates is 31. What a pleasant time that was. So, what do you want to know? Price? I can give you $3.20 for it.
하려고 내놓기 전에 며칠만 기다려줄 수 있나? 배지를 돌려주기로 약속해서 말이야.
Sure, I can keep it behind the counter for a week, but only if you pawn it right
한날
now.
2센트 그거 너무하잖아.
Pin from 31 ought to be priced at 310.
배지에서 알고 싶은 건 그게 다야. 고마워.
Sure thing. So,
내 옷을 팔고 싶어.
I'm not purchasing any more
아, 옷은 못 파네?
clothing at the moment. Another time, perhaps.
주인장, 총을 맞게 된 적이 있나? 시민대원이 소지하는 그런 종류 말이야.
Someone else came here earlier today asking the same question.
질문했었지. 그 여자가
I
맞게 놨던
promptly
총을
sold
잡더라.
This is a pawn shop, and it did feel as if you've met before.
로이?
Oh God. The lieutenant shifts from one foot
내가 총, 아니 씨발, 내 총?
alert.
잠깐, 내가 총을 팔았다고?
You were adamant about getting rid of it, officer. Said you were undeserving of a service weapon of the Revachol Citizens Militia. And I don't like keeping guns.
다른
around
사람도
the shop
경찰이었나?
too long. She didn't seem like a policeman. Although she kept referring to
주차타 씨발
herself as a
사갔다고?
pig, which was odd. Truth be told, she was
Right, so let me get this right. You sold your sidearm, issued by the Citizens Militia, and now a civilian is running around the streets of Martinez with it?
여자가 범죄 저지르고 시민 민병대 탓으로 돌리면 어떡하지?
You're right that she could cast aspersions on the force.
내 구매자를 어디서 살 수 있는 짐작 가는 게 있나?
my apologies, officer.
왠지 모른다고?
I
A needle in a haystack.
또 어디서 잃어버렸는지 알게 되었군. 이야기나 끝말 다른 이야기 하자고.
Of course.
네가
Sure thing. Sure, man.
우리 뭐냐 콜드 마마 다카를 녹음한 게 있음?
The cold Mamadakwa. Sorry. I would never have guessed that you were that interested in ultrasonic sounds.
난 요즘 다양한 예술에 빠졌거든. 알다시피 실험적인 건 말이야.
What an interesting development. Well, it's been a long while since
진짜
I've
있는
gone
거라고?
hunting for the cold Mamadakwa. Once knew a group of young musicians who decided they didn't want to play music anymore and started looking for all kinds of interesting sounds instead. This was before, you know, lost touch with
멋진데.
them. Cool or not, one of them was obsessed with recording the Koldi Mamadakwa. We thought we did. We got together all these recordings of unusual sound
그걸 들어볼 수가 있나?
compared them. Unfortunately, I don't have any recordings from my old life. None at all.
Do we really have time for this?
그럼 내 연구에 꼭 필요해.
This recording comes from down the coast. Wasn't looking to record anything specific. Just left a recording device there
해안가에서
one
녹음했다.
morning. Keep in mind, I have to slow this one down enough to make sounds well over 200 kilohertz audible to the human ear. It will be strange.
Strange.
As the hum grows louder, modulating, but always unnaturally, uncomfortably low. Not good.
아니 씨발 소리
You're
들었다고.
about to start suffocating. You have to stop. There's a growing sense of dread. The sound is coming from inside you, but
이
also
씨발 참피 새끼야? 너 무슨 무지? 니 씨발 배 좀 해부해봐야겠다 이 새끼야. 니 뱃속에 위석 같은 게 있는지 한번 봐야겠다 이 새끼야.
watching you.
돌덩어리 있는지 한번 봐야겠어. 너 깨면 죽겠지 아마?
He nods to you reassuringly, just as more seabirds most likely, gulls and such.
이게 뭐지?
Gulls and skewers. But
A low range of sounds is easier to handle with.
you know, now that I've listened to it on these new speakers, it's not the cold Mamadakwa. Wrong patterns.
콜드
wrong-
마마 다과.
Probably some insect. I doubt it, but I can try.
목 달린
and
스치라는
answer
거
any
아는 게
question.
있나?
I do my best to keep my distance from all manner of butch.
He doesn't know anything.
그거야. 일단
Pawnbroker's
오케이.
gaze.
난 갈게. 어우 피곤하다 근데 저 어제 좀 오늘 잠을 좀 못 자가지고 잠을 한 뭐냐 2시간 자고 깨고 2시간 자고 깨고 4시간 잤나?
There's a pile of
You like sunglasses, officer? I've got the latest styles right here.
stylish shades, huh? Abort. These,
Damn, officer! You look like a mega secret spy.
they're perfect for concealing your bloodshot and baggy eyes.
No, you are definitely not buying those.
이 나한테 이래라 저래라 하지 마, 킨. 나 이거 맘에 들어.
No, I can't. We can't walk around with you looking like this.
할 거임.
Okay, fine. Good.
A good starter pair, officer. And when you're ready to up,
박스
These
뒤져온다.
are all boring. Boring third-rate ho-hum sunglasses made of... Those UV stickers are almost certainly just there.
these are all first-rate sunglasses. Premium design, super material.
오케이. 성공.
Oh, very interesting choice, officer. Very high culture.
This is how a sea monster sees the world. You've become a sea monster. Giant, hidden, and strangely tender at heart. Yes, but they also make your...
Wow, officer. You look so cool. And they can be yours for a mere
팀 이거 어때?
The lieutenant tilts his head and steps back, eyes narrowed in a thorough...
You look
좀
like a
나고.
musician. Like a blind musician.
이것도
A
줘.
man who knows his stuff.
아, 돈 다 썼어. 이제 존나 열심히 해야 돼. 좆됐어. 이제 존나 열심히 해야 돼. 나 전기화학 7 찍었어, 미친. 아직까지 보면 전기화학 8이야. 아, 200이구나. 7이구나.
There are clothes in...
Don't be shy.
How about save the economy? That sounds off.
Haven't you heard, officer? We've got to be economically conscious. Very cool.
You find your hands deep in tattered and...
Economical, but also trendy.
58%.
First hand,
하!
buy second hand. Keep the economy moving.
No good. All you can come up with are some treated wool pants. They itch like hell.
All natural materials. See?
이건 아니에요.
Real wool, 100%.
You see two lowly, defeated...
I can see
신발,
your
신발
taste
좋지.
for luxury, officer.
Speaking of luxury...
스니커즈 살펴본다.
A pair of found ultras. The design is impossibly
줘,
sleek and
줘.
simple.
Those sneakers, mister. Those sneakers are...
Only that's madness. Found ultra.
50?
Future. You remember the slogan from some magazine.
뭐 성능이 좋긴 한데. 스피커 살펴본다.
These once respectable speakers have been...
No, no, don't look at the speakers, officer.
스니커니 살펴봤는 걸.
Then look at them again. These are the premium lifestyle sneakers.
These once...
No, no, don't look at the
이 스피커 원하는 사람 없었나?
These, officer? These speakers are...
Samarran trash.
이 스피커만 살 수 없을까?
No way, officer. These aren't for sale. They're bad speakers. Low...
난 저질 공산지 작동산이가 필요해. 난 스피커가 필요해.
Well, if you... But see, they are the pedestal for my sneakers. If, on the other hand, you wanted to buy the sneakers...
Damn. So you have to buy the sneakers first.
아우 씨발 스니커 50원 사야 뭐냐 해야 있어야지 준다고? 개새끼야? 장사질 보소? 원 플러스 원 에반데? 난 부자가 될 거야. 응? 이 친구 없어졌다. 이 없네. 아, 저 장사꾼 새끼 너무 운 좋은 줄 알았네. 여기 폴아웃이었으면 니 대가리 깨지고 내가 물건 다 가져갔어. 병팔러
Your
왔다.
tear machine stand. Your bottles clunk in.
지금 시체 조사가 막혔고
Went native on the chief, huh? Let's talk about our right to work.
당신의 목표가 정확히 뭐지?
We were promised work.
문을 돌파할 방법이 없어?
Main gate's locked. Would take heavy order. And I don't mean the scrawny mess punk either. I mean.
매주애들 못 지나가겠어? 난 통과했는데.
Yeah, I saw your ballerina moves up there. In a real fight, these acrobatic. You caught him off guard. That only happens once. Now he's alert, standing on a narrow bridge.
가서 얘기해보지
And
그래.
minded, like civilized folk, you mean?
Odd, out of place colonial reference there.
It would be better for the neighborhood if you went home.
No! They will give up eventually.
You've been talking to him for quite a while now. Something is off with this guy.
When a bunch of ungrateful, lazy beats me, they mumble no.
There's something odd in the way he carries himself.
우조하라니
His
무슨 뜻이야?
setup, his shirt is far too small and an unpleasantly tight fit.
새 옷을 입은 건가?
Over, he ignores your question, choosing instead to turn to the emaciated
이게 옷이 아니라고.
workers. Silence is the answer.
정확히 당신 어디 출신인지 꼭 알고 싶은데.
What's it to you?
이 파워 사태를 이해해보려고 그래.
Big mess caused by union greed.
Every once in a while.
그건 알아. 나는 당신의 배경이 궁금해.
We're all workers, right? Workers stick together. Came from the
임시직, 물품, 화물, 운반, 술집 경호원, 여러 뭐.
cargo hauling, bouncer work.
내 술은 별로 안 마시 술을 구라치고 있네. 내 술집에 인기가 일각견이 있지 몇몇에서 쫓겨났지. 그래서 아직인 건지도 모르겠구만.
Worked at Territorial.
Territorial.
Pretty okay as far as lies go.
그래 가본 거 같군.
Uh-huh. It was a long time ago.
그러면은 길이 길을 어디로 가야 되지? 여기? 응? 올라오고 싶지 않아. 물건 덜 털었다고.
An imposing combination of a punch clock and a payphone is looking down at you from the machine swallows your coin and seems to be waiting for your next.
17%
The
운빨?
already familiar cold touch of plastic welcomes you as you pick up the handset.
왜? 아 뒤졌네?
Despair creeps into you, getting fat on your weakness. You're still coming up with sentences. He watches you melt down stoically from behind. Nothing you can.
뒤졌네?
The already familiar cold touch of plastic welcomes you. Your fingers
이거
remain
성공한다고? 오케이.
005. Calling. Calling. Still calling.
Video Reversal, 24-hour video rental. We rent 8 and 10mm film for home use. This is Lamy. How may I help you?
우회로? 이게 우회로라고? 문 열렸길래 그냥 들어왔는데?
Video Reversal is a 24-hour video rental. We rent 8 and 10mm. Sir, I don't know. It's a video. No. Maybe you called to extend your rental period? Do you need to extend
난 내
your
이름도
rental
모르는데?
period? If you need any further assistance, you can visit us on the corner of Voyager.
보이저 중심가 모퉁이에 있는 저희 가게 방문해 주세요.
On the corner of Voyager and Main, a large neon sign hangs on the side.
어린 거리에 사만한 평소로는 여인의 진흙투성이 발자국만 보인다.
Tiny hills tiptoeing down the road. Beautiful
기분
steps.
느껴진다.
Like
정말
footed,
어둠이
but
내려앉는다.
suddenly you feel like you don't want to hear
난 그건
about
뭐였지?
video rentals anymore. You don't want it.
킴! 비디오 레바줄이 날 슬프게 해.
That's enough for you today.
에이 씨발. 잡지다.
It's just a racist mug. Oh boy, here we go. What are you going to say about a broken, tossed away mug that you dug out of the garbage? But it was
뭔데?
the front of this quarter.
왜 사슴뿔이지?
Because white antlers are one of the
아,
symbols.
흰색 사슴뿔이 공상주의
They
상징이라고?
represent a society in a because Friesel was
프리셀은
incompetent,
무능하고
foolish,
멍청하고
and
잔악했다.
cruel. To your disappointment, the after rifle, the magazine is divided into several.
나중에 보자. 나중에 보자. 이 캐스트를 깨야 돼.
On second glance, someone has.
It's unfortunate for the
The drawer opens smooth. Hundreds of documents containing logistical data
서류철.
and the same materials being.
뭔가
handed
흥미로운 거라도
over.
있나?
It's hard to make sense of this thicket of company names, dates, quantities, and the drawers.
28%? 의욕?
The file stands steady as a. Look how blurry all the line. Hermeneutics was almost within your grasp. But
Is that what you're doing with those photos over there? Right. This is probably not relevant to our case.
the drawers.
한 번만 더 도전해보고 안 되면 그냥 지나가자. 아, 근데 커피 좀 타올까? 아, 씨발. 두통이 오네.
File cabinet stands steady as ever. Whatever's.
씨발.
hidden here
오케이.
is hidden
오늘
well.
운빨이 좋구만.
It appears
메모를
to be
본다.
a to-do list. Remember, Leo.
기물기래요. 에브라티 씨 신발, 소용돌이 씨의 특별한 버릇이, 에브라티 씨의 물주기, 사무실 바닥 쓸기, 현수막 추가하기.
All items on the list have been
이바킴, 에브라트를 위한 심부름 목록이야.
Everard Clare, probably. The head.
The special borscht seems.
특별한 버릇이.
What is so special about? Remember, Leo. All items on the drawers.
엽서 질르 자르댕. 아, 물약 좋아요. 좀 들어왔냐? 여기 그냥 아까 그 등치 있는 문 그게 쭉 열려있길 그쪽으로 들어왔는데 다른 문이 있어? 트위치 오늘 뭐 대회 있어요? LCK인가 뭐 그거 대회 있음? 롤드컵? 외투? 외투 있네?
Looks like someone left his tarpaulin.
방수망토.
This is your cloak.
형이 이거 내 망토 같은데.
Yes, it does bear the service cloak issued to you by your station.
As your fingers touch the top,
경찰 정신 소름. 비주얼이 참 괴악하구만. 씨발. 존나 계약하네 그냥.
all those empty wine bottles and cigarette butts on the ground. Someone.
내가 한 짓인가?
Well, yes, I think we can say with relative confidence.
내가 아주 재미에
that it
톡톡히
was.
만나 보구만.
It really doesn't.
따라봐. 공병 수집 좀 하자. 공병 수집 좀 하자. 김키치라기. 대가리에 뭐가 뜬 거 같았는데?
This is the night watchman's booth.
르네 아누.
Listen, it's okay to take a few minutes to yourself. You need to rest. Your body is aching. Getting in here has taken something out of you.
쉬라고?
Have a
쉬던데?
seat.
If you must. But please hurry. We have...
Nothing incriminating catches your eye. The cabinet, it's a black and white photo of a young couple out in a street fair. The man,
Why did you take that picture of René?
이것에 대해서 물어봐야겠어.
You're really interested in that old soldier. Not sure I understand your fascination.
the chair is not as austere as the
도움이 될
rest
만한
of the
잡동사니를 찾는다.
thin. The drawers are empty, save for
힘, 내가
old
여기 있는 약을 몇 개 써도 될까?
sheets.
진통제 그냥
Once
가져간다.
you take the painkillers.
부작용을 찾는다.
Oh boy, where to start?
발기부전?
Elevated risk of
Hello?
dementia, mini strokes, profits that maybe this was a bad idea. You stand and this is the night.
담배다. 못 가나? 못 가네.
A rusting control panel with several knobs. Allumé on, éteindre off. With a loud grind, the crane shifts overhead, moving a massive metal container through the air.
오. 빨리 이리 와. 뭔가 길을 막는 건가?
And the harbor sleeps as the strike rages in the distance. The crane
목표 그게 뭔 말이야?
investigate, moving this container, of course. For this purpose,
I can't see how that was worth the wreckers. Except for seeing the crane in action.
자. 뭐야? 돈이다. 아, 좋아요. 이제 한번 세이브 한번 하고.
before you stands a cargo container. Just
Is this like your thing with you do? Because I don't.
아닌 것
There
같다고?
are a million containers here. Why are you fixating on this one?
리스폰이 들어있지 않을까?
There may very well be, but we are not here to interact with containers.
문을
We are
열어본다.
here to talk.
You tend to your left. The lieutenant considers your action. No reply. You're back before the cargo container. You tend to your left.
안 열리네? 열 방법이 아예 없나? 속에 추억만 쌓이고 빠르로 하면 열릴라나? 빠르만 확인해보고 다시 다시 가야겠다.
You're back before the cargo. You tend to your left.
빠르 안 되네. 그냥 가자. 씨. 돈이다. 머니. Hello.
Container, I'll turn you nice and red. Container.
The lyrics to this container song, the accent is so thick, it's impossible not to notice he's
Container, used to be well pines.
노래나 불러라 새끼야. 안녕하세요. 오. 생긴 게 딱 옛날에 폴아웃 1에 나오는 그 뭐시기냐 정크타운 시장 같이 생겼네.
Before you is
생긴 거 봐, 씨발.
seated behind a large desk. He looks up from his work, not the least bit surprised to see you.
너무 디테일 못해라. 딱 이렇게 생겼어 거기도.
With great effort, he straightens himself up.
당신이 악만 노동자의 책임자입니까?
Says nothing.
Welcome, Mr. Dubois, Mr. Kitsuragi. It's good of you two to stop by. Please, have a seat. I'm Everard. Head of the Debarders Union here in Martinez. I'd offer you my hand, but unfortunately my health prevents me from getting...
딱 그 새끼 맞는데? 폴아웃에 걔 맞는 거 같은데? 모티브가 걔인가? 딱 이렇게 생겨가지고 여기서 샷건 꺼내가지고 총 쏘는 새끼거든 그 새끼가? 이름이 뭐 기억이 안 나는데.
He looks extremely comfortable. The tiny folding chair, on the other hand, looks like a tortured.
You go ahead, detective.
Whatever he has in store for you, it can't be good, he thinks. Forget about that. What's with this Dubois stuff? You're getting some seriously bad vibes from that name.
내 이름이 드부아인가?
Excellent, Mr. Dubois. I can see that you're a reasonable man, and reasonable men can be of great use to one another.
윙크로 하다만다. 윙크?
So tell me, how can the head of the Debarders Union help a representative of the Revachol Citizens Militia today?
뭐야 뭐 했어? 이 새끼 나한테 뭐 했어? 이 새끼 나한테 뭐 했어? 뒤져볼까 그냥?
You feel something in your
이 새끼 나한테
chest,
뭐 했어?
an unnatural pressure. Yeah, there's no...
너 뜬금없이 뒤졌네?
Cop suffers final...
의자가 불편해서 뒤졌다고? 와 씨발 진짜 참피 새끼야.
before with great effort.
Welcome. I'm Everett. I'd offer you my
He looks extremely.
You go ahead.
Whatever, forget about that.
excellent, Mr. Dubois. I can see that you're a reasonable man, and reasonable men.
아니 세상에 이것보다 더 불편한 의자가 얼마나 많은데.
So tell me, how can the head of the Dubois
뭐 대학교 일체형 의자 좀 돼야지 그쯤 돼야지 이제 뒤질 것 같다는 생각이 들지. 이 정도는 괜찮다고.
The chair you're sitting on has got to be the most uncomfortable chair in the world.
By the way, I heard you got a rather rude reception from a certain Lawrence Gart. Some people have no manners. It pains me
정도는 이
to
정도
say.
가지고 막 체력이 막 1 까이고 의자 2번 앉으면 뒤질 정도는 아니잖아. 이 의자 2번 앉으면 죽는 거 아니야 얘는. 그러면 심장마비로. 너무 불편해. 이러다 가는 거 아니야 씨발. 엄청나구만.
This should take care of that nonsense. It should be sufficient to cover your expenses for a few days and patch.
Hey, that's 25 real. That's good money.
약간 가르트를 아십니까?
Yes, I know, Lawrence.
왠지 여기서 다 돈 받으면 존나 손해봐갖고 돈 받으면 안 될 것 같거든?
A real piece of work that.
With a grin, he points to the checker game. It's like you're on a game show. At least don't thank him for it.
아 치즈 리듬 인정한다. 이 새끼를 돈을 받고 통수를 치는 게 가능할까? 돈 받고 통수가 가능할까? 아 통수 루트가 있으면 좋겠는데? 돈은 탐나거든?
Is there anything you'd like to say to me? Or. Cool? I wouldn't go that far. I'm sure there are cooler things than delivering a comically oversized novelty check to a cafeteria manager. But, sure, if that's what's cool now. I'd like to set your mind at ease about one other matter. Your lost gun. Let me assure you, Union people are.
내가 총을 잃어버린 거 어떻게 알았어 이 새끼야?
I've got.
His slug-like lips move, but all you hear is an echo.
아 진짜 왜 지랄이야! 아우 씨발!
Black hole of fear.
물약이 몇 개가 있어야 돼
Only
씨발.
2 words escape its gravitational pull. Lost and gun. When he said, "Don't worry," he
죄송합니다.
actually
내가 해결할 수 있어요.
Are you all right, Harry?
내 이름이
You say
해리구만.
you got this, but you seem a little anxious to me.
해리 드부하구만 내 이름이.
Everything's going to be. It's not like you left it loaded. You didn't lose a loaded gun. Local children aren't out there playing with it right now, pointing it into their own mouths. It's in a safe.
God,
이 되겠냐?
you're sweating. Your knee is jerking. You're about to cry, aren't you? You're about to cry because you lost your gun. And
Mr. Dubois.
what is this, Mr. Dubois? He keeps.
씨발
What is he
그냥.
trying to pull here? You need to cool the fuck down. Chill.
Mr. Dubois. Mr. Dubois. Harry. Mr. Dubois, are you okay? Can I get you a glass of water or something?
Maybe you could use your hands somehow, in a kind of throw-in motion, like you're.
사실 뭐
throwing
의자가 좀
that
불편하네요.
Mr.
물 좀 마실 수 있을까요?
right back at-
What an odd demonstration of. You got me, Harry. I don't even know what.
Okay, enough. We are here to ask you some questions pertaining to a murder investigation.
Quick, here's your window. It is about time to stop embarrassing yourself. Questions will help you regain some of your lost dignity.
목말린 목배 시체에 대해서 말씀 좀 나누고 싶습니다.
Oh, of course. That's your main thing here. That's why you're in Martinez. I know everything that goes on around here, and I mean, it's no secret that the lynching is connected to the strike. So much to talk about. Honestly, it's been weighing on me so heavily. I understand you need to interview me.
침묵한다.
But there's a thing that's been keeping me up at night. I want to talk about the hanging. I mean, if we could just calmly talk, exchange information, we could blow this thing wide open.
Yes, that sounds good. Let's do that.
But I can't think straight with this thing weighing on me. You're police officers, aren't you? I have a crazy idea. You guys are basically door-opening machines. Incredibly talented
김!
at opening doors.
사실이야? 우리가 문 여는 게 선수라고?
I'm not sure I understand.
모르겠는데.
If you're asking us to break down someone's door, it's not going to happen.
Come now. I just need you to go open a little door for me and leave it unlocked. A simple thing.
An excellent opportunity presents
왜
itself.
네가 열지 않는
sire.
거지?
You could win the trust of the arch-liar. Pretend to play into his hat.
Harry, I'm a very busy man, and more importantly, I don't have that extraordinary...
You want to send someone a message that the police are working for you.
I repeat, I'm a very, very busy man, Mr. Kitsuragi, and therefore I must occasionally enlist...
어떤 분이죠?
No one's. It's just a weasel. A weasel lives
녹지르는 게 뭔 뜻이죠?
A loud blabbering weasel. When weasels feel no one is watching, just go there, unlock the door, and leave it open.
당신이 목도에 달린 시체에서 아무것도 모르는 것에 한 표를 걸겠어요.
Harry, my dear friend, I am what people call a local bigwig. I know everything that goes on in Martin.
아 싫어 새끼야. 생긴 게 족같아서 하기 네 하기 싫어.
I don't think we'll. Perhaps this was just bad timing for you.
Yes, we both understand what you meant.
This may be the only way, he thinks. I won't hold it against you. In fact, we probably should reconsider later.
하츠에서 대표 나온 조이스를 만났습니다.
Oh, that's very nice. I haven't gotten around to her yet. And one thing I want to make very clear, Harry, is that this is not some kind of union versus corporation. Yes, we're all trying to do what's best for Martin A's. Don't feel like you shouldn't work with her just because you and I are such good friends. I'm not a jealous guy.
왜 본인에게 직접 만나러 오라고 하지 않는 겁니까?
If she actually wants to see me, she will find a way. Any good negotiator would.
He doesn't want to see her. It's as simple as that.
전 협상인인 고몽 씨는 어떻게 됐습니까?
What do you mean, Harry? Nothing. I let him go. He's an old man, Harry. I wanted him to spend more time with his family. God knows how.
그 사람은 난쟁이라 불렀죠.
Harry, I have little people in my organization. I would never call someone a midget. Honestly, I'm beginning to think you're a midget, Harry.
개새끼가 나한테 난쟁이라고? 죽고 싶냐? 이 뚱땡이 새끼 그냥.
No one is.
빠로로 대가리 찍히고 싶어? 기막힌 타이밍에 사라졌다 했어요.
Vanished? Harry, the woman left her casserole. Oh, did I leave my casserole on? Better go home and check. The
전골이
election could
캐서롤이야?
wait. When she got back, the whole thing was over.
Wait, there was no mention of a casserole from Joyce.
Harry, Harry, Harry. Do not fixate on this little matter. Maybe it was a rabbit stew. Or a...
This particular brand of humor he has.
에버라트 조이스 부인은 노조가 당신을 무시하고 있다 생각하던데요.
Yes, yes. Low balling, of course. This isn't a casino, Harry.
His expression makes it clear. This is...
Of course, Harry. Let me just assure you, I have no interest in what she is doing, but I myself have nothing to hide. Your business is your business, and I respect your privacy. Tell her about all of it. My brother's picture, my singing swordfish clock. Tell her how overweight I am and how I'm helping you fight.
It is rather interesting to tell people things
꺼덕대,
about each
이거.
other, isn't it? It was
날
nice to
드부하라
hear
부르는데
that
이유가
her-
뭡니까?
Of course. Let us dispatch with the formalities. You call me ever. My God, so it's true. I didn't want to believe it, but
I think the odds of that are very low.
It might be a good idea to hide your
사실 내
confusion.
기억은 멀쩡합니다. 당신이 시험해봤을 뿐이에요.
so good to hear that, Harry. Apparently, my sources were wrong. However,
Words flow like a river of honey from it. I guess word has already...
Are you trying to tell me you've gotten hold of some of our documents?
Mr. Kitsuragi, would you mind? Me and Harry are...
Don't just jump to the folder. That's not smart. Shows you're on the head. As you look at the folder, Everett covers it with his
RCM
hand.
소류가 아니군요.
Okay, Harry, you got me. This is from the Census Bureau.
인구 조사국
not the
자료라고?
RCM.
He got the name from the Census Bureau, and everything else from you.
Yes, Mr. Kitsuragi from the
Miss
Census Bureau.
Miss
Like I said,
Kitsuragi.
now I'm actually a very busy man. So is there
이렇게 말하는 게
anything else
싫지
I
이거?
can do for you,
듣기가
Harry?
싫지 이거.
That means he doesn't really know. A pity. The mystery of you.
Yes, that's what I
내
said.
이름은 해리
Try
드부아다.
to keep up,
오케이.
okay? Let's move on.
지역 마약 거래 노조가 관련된 제보가 들어왔습니다.
Harry, how could you say that to me? You know I appreciate a joke as much as any.
The reaction appears to be sincere, but it's impossible to tell with this guy, honestly.
You've hurt me, Harry. Me, a friend. But you know what? I trust you, like I trust all my friends. And I know you'll never talk to me.
He's hiding his real.
Thank you for your understanding.
You too, Lieutenant. You know, I like you.
난 해리의
But you never were
사람이에요.
my favorite. I'm a Harry guy. I'm Team Harry.
None taken. Did we have anything else to do here?
내가 어떻게 들어왔는지 묻지도 않을 겁니까?
Am I going to ask? Hell, Harry. You spin kicked my strongest man in the face.
그거 어제 밤에 했어
I saw it
병신아. 아
from my
이거
window.
진짜 그거 아예 가정을 안 했나 봐. 그 뭐냐 새벽에 가가지고 대가리에다가 돌려차기 바꿔서 돌아가서 자는 거 아예 가정을 안 했나 봐. 그럼 미친 새끼가 있겠어? 라고 난 당연히 두 번 후드를 패고 들어가려 했는데
Would you ask a man like that how he got into your container yard?
여기 창문 같은 건 안 보이는데요.
It was a figure of speech, Harry. Anyway, I assure you, I am a very well-informed man.
잃어버린 총에 대해
Information
이야기해
with-
봅시다.
Yes, your lost gun. My best men are on. Your gun will be found, Harry. Let me assure you of that.
The only way to find
근데 이
it
새끼 하나
seems
꼬라지
to be
보면은
working with him. He might even be holding your gun hostage.
총 문제로 협박하려는 거면 통하지 않을 겁니다.
Harry, I was only trying to be tactful.
아 합리적인 사람인데 생긴 건 합리적으로 생기지가 않았잖아 씨부럴로마.
I can't have it around in my
히.
neighborhood.
생긴 게 합리적으로 생기지 않았잖아. 믿겠냐고.
Kids could be playing gun roulette with it as we speak. Teenage gangs could be arming themselves. Get a hold.
I assure you we are working.
Excellent, Mr. Kitsuragi. That's excellent news.
바깥에 있는 컨테이너에 뭐가
Looks
들어있습니까?
like, my dear Harry, there are literally millions of containers in this harbor.
좀 특별해 보이군요. 쿠바스도 크레인에 매달려 있어요.
Harry, you smooth-talking son of a bitch.
Son of a
Time is a
bitch?
precious resource, and I don't have enough of it to count containers with you.
Smooth talking. Maybe that's the way.
Wait. You need this to get in and out through the gate. Here, you're one of us now. A real red and white union man.
오케이. 뭐 생각보다 그렇게 길진 않았네? 이 퀘스트를 받아야 되나 이게?
Mr. Dubois, a pleasure as always. You don't have to sit. See you soon.
문은 열어놓고 가야 된다고? 뭔 문?
Mr. Dubois, a pleasure as always. You don't have to sit down this time, since
요거?
you've already sat on that chair.
퀘스트 이거 일부러 안 받았거든? 이렇게 생긴 게 너무 비합리적으로 생겨가지고 마음에 안 들어가지고 안 받았는데 왠지 씨발 생긴 게 좀 좀 동질감을 느껴가지고 안 나가죠 이거. 뭐야 이 새끼 이거 나와 임마. 아니 씨발 뭐야 이 새끼 왜 돌아서 가 이 돌아가는 새끼. 총 없겠었냐고? 아 사나이는 총 같은 게 필요 없습니다. 아 돈이 급한데 캐를 받는 게 좋지 않느냐고? 안 좋지 않냐고? 아키? 에이! Container.
The lyrics to this container song are being made up. The accent is so thick, it's
Container.
Hello.
Everard. He looks after everyone. Huh? I see you are not a union man, mister. Did you get lost? You're not one of them scabs, are you?
사실 구사대 맞아. 만년한테 그렇게 말했다고.
I mean, I don't personally mind. Folks is just folks, you know. And folks got it. Just some of the other guys
사실
don't
우리 사람
seem
맞지?
kindly on the- Oh yes, born and raised in Irish, mister. Mum had to leave my dad after he got a bit violent. People say us Ubis are up to all sorts of trouble with sheep and other animals and whatnot. I just want you to know there was never any of that where I come
짐승이랑
from.
퍼먹고
No, sir.
산다고?
Those are just nasty.
Thank you for clarifying that, sir.
당시 레오란 양반이야 현수 멀쩡을 좀 더 크게 만들어야 되는 메모리 작성가?
Oh yes, yes. I leave all kinds of notes for myself.
모로시고는 뭔가?
Oh yes, I've been taking special whirling. It's very, very good. Makes a man feel so warm and happy. I feel like I could take.
power borscht, huh? Never heard of a borscht that turns little guys into dog.
사람들을 위해 파업을 놓는 일인가?
Yes, yes. I'm taking it to them. The borscht keeps them happy and in fighting spirits. Makes you all warm inside. They brew it in the whirling in.
누가 소용돌이 산다는 거야?
Oh, the whirling's good.
소용돌이 막
Who
요리사.
makes it? Them is always talking with Mr. Manana. Oh, sure, Mister.
스페셜 보로시
You do
수프.
that. Yes, sir.
컨텐츠 뭘 하고 있는 거야?
Oh, I'm just making some covers for them containers here. Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
The containers in the yard are green in wild pine's livery, and the mountains rising behind Leo. It's like some red infection.
엄청난 규모의 재당장 작업이군 킴.
Container yard's core.
레오 어떻게 이 덮개셉을 왜 바꿔야 되는지 들은 적 없나?
No, not really. Miss Everett.
Yes, they are hiding it.
Oh, no trouble at all, Mister. No.
나도 어디 가니
trouble
항만이
at all.
통통 비어던데.
Oh, most of the guys are down at the. We're on a strike.
오케이 파업 중.
So no one.
Not everyone is down there, of course. But Titus and his boys got into some drunken trouble, and Everett sent them on a nice vacation.
흔히 이런 거지 타이터스와 그 친구들이.
Oh, I'm not really supposed to talk about that. That's union. Him and his boys stirred up something in town. Probably
진짜 뭐랬는지 말해줄 수 없나?
got into a fight or so. I guess the boys got a bit too rowdy and had to let
아
out some
화나서
steam.
화풀이 했다고?
I don't
이
really
친구 근데 뭐
know
다
the
말해주냐? 이
details.
친구 뭐
That's just
뒤가
how
없는
they
새끼인가?
are,
Easy, Leo. Let's keep.
Look at him. It's not going to be anything useful anyway. Don't fight it.
네가 팀을했던 그 싸움 얘기 한번 들어보자.
I remember I was the runt of the class.
내가 우리 반에 먹이 사슬 밑바닥에
The
있었다네.
other boys always
Ah.
used to pick on me. You see, I had a bit of a temper back in the day. Flew off the handle like nobody's business. But Mr. Everett and his brother always came to help. Once they beat old Noel Becker so bad he needed stitches on his head. Noel never started another fight with anyone after this. Mr. Everett and Mr. Edgar are real nice guys, mister. You should go
저기
talk to
컨테이너에
Mr.
뭐가
Edgar.
들어있지?
I'm sure you'll. Oh, that one. That should be empty as far as I know. Lots of containers here have nothing in them.
Told you.
Yes, yes.
응치발로 밀어붙였나?
Everybody needs a job, and this is mine.
레오나르도
I'm Leonard,
벨렉.
by the way. Leonard Bellick. I'm like Mr. Everett's right-hand man when Mr. Edgar is out of town, and Mr. Edgar's right-hand man when Mr. Everett is away. Actually, Miss Beaufort is the right-hand
뷰포트
man,
아가씨?
but she's a lady.
뷰포트 아가씨 이쁜가?
Who is this, Miss Beaufort?
A real pretty lady with a skin like those Douai Sucre candy bars my missus likes so much. But I can't listen to the radio all the time.
이부터 어떤
There's
여자지?
so much to do around here. And oh, Lizzie, she is a real sharp tool. Mr. Everett put her through some fancy school and everything, east of the river.
아.
He respects that word.
But she's a real nice girl. Grew up in this here neighborhood. knows
걘가?
everybody,
아까 그
and
흑인
if
걔인가?
Mrs. and me was to have a child, I'd be real happy if
걔
she
이름이
turned out like
리지였나?
her.
갑자기 존나 헷갈리네 갑자기.
Have kids.
아닌데 딴 사람인 것 같은데?
Doctor, my matron said so, and she knows about such things. Been a doctor
헷갈리네.
for almost 50 years.
변호사라니까
she
걘 줄 알았더니 또 아닌 것 같기도 하고.
Law school? Could she be talking about the
맞나? 아 맞나? 씨발?
aka the gardener?
Looks like it.
I'm not sure what affects her is, but she is a real nice girl. Smart as a whip too.
Telling the gardener you know her name might throw her off.
아 맞네. 그 정원사기 맞네.
Bye bye now.
오케이. 저거 뭐지? 오. 오. 야, 금방금방 모으겠구만, 숙박비. 어떻게 열지?
You're back before the cargo container. Its drawer has not lessened since you were last.
문이 열리도록 설득한다고? 이런 게 있어?
Seems to have grown.
들어봐. 이거 해보자 한번. 8%?
You're back before the cargo container. Why are you even
그냥 커피 좀 타올게요. 아 근데 머리가 너무 아파가지고. 아. 커피 포트에 물 좀 올리고. 아 다시 한번 18%.
You're back before the cargo container. Despite
Oh!
the dirt that surrounds and
안에 누구 있습니까?
the door stand.
Satisfied, detective?
Try again.
누가 있다면 얘기 좀 나누고 싶은데요.
Just like that, you hear a click, then a rattle.
Ahoy! Come on in!
뭐야 초절정 갑부?
You can't be serious.
이게 뭐야 이거? 아무것도 안 보여. 내부가 이렇게 넓다고? 어떻게 된 거야 이거? 누구 있나?
The man
아, 뭐 누구
stands
있네?
at the far end of the shipping container. It's hard to say anything more about him. The feeling causes all the hairs on your
잠시만요.
body to
보시죠.
stand
커피포트 왜 물이 안?
like soldiers preparing for review.
아니 내 돈 왜 이래? 내 돈.
Something's amiss. The light beams bend around his face and scatter. Trying to visualize the physics at play is in the general stillness.
안녕하세요.
Only your tongue moves.
Welcome. Come in. Make yourself at home.
You can't hear him exactly, yet you're able to understand
아, 씨, 커피
every
존나
word
크네.
he says.
Now,
당신은
what
누구죠?
can I do for you, gentlemen? Who am I? Oh, I haven't been asked that question for such a long time. I don't meet a lot of people anyhow.
루스탐 디오도르 특허 보유자 고액 순자산 보유자. 근데 왜 이런 새끼가 왜 이런 데 살아?
Mr. Diodor, I am Lieutenant Kim Kitsuragi.
제 이름 해리고 알코올 중독 형사죠.
Pleasure to meet you, Harry. Though I'm sorry to hear a good public servant.
If you ask me, he's only serving one of them thus far.
어떻게 그렇게 부자가 된 거죠?
Oh Lord, not this again.
무슨 문제가 있나 킴?
Oh, nothing. It's just that we've got this murder to solve, and yet you go around asking everyone about money. And every time and yet it never seems to get us any.
It's quite alright.
전 할머니한테 재산 상속받았습니다.
By now. All I did was take her fortune and invest it prudently.
봤어요.
Believe it or not, it takes more
than a bit of skill not to blow a vast fortune on sailing boats, bad choices, and unsupervised state policy.
And blow. Actually, at the level this guy
대부가 된다가 어떤 느낌인가요?
I gotta tell you, at first, being rich is a lot of work. You've got to work hard but then once you've reached my position,
대위치 정도까지 오면 돈을 벌지 않는 게 불가능해진다고?
not to make money.
와 개부럽다 씨발.
Diversified that I'm bound to come. Some of my lower net worth friends say to me, but doesn't that take all the fun out of it? And I
그렇 맞습니다. 자본의 축적 그 자체가 보상이죠.
Precisely, Harry. You know, I hear people talk sometimes about economic equality, a nightmare scenario, a world of slavery and violence. Where we are right now,
왜
the freedom of mankind
침묵한다.
can only be derived capital. Makes one speechless, does it not?
Hey, all this talk about money is
당신 뭔가 이상하군요.
What do you mean?
뭔가 왠지 다른 것 같아요.
Are you talking about my chin?
아니요, 당신이 빚에 무슨 일이 일어나고 있는 것 같아요.
Oh, that's what you mean. Yes, I've heard of
와이스 와이즈만
it.
계속.
Though I've
The Weiss-Wieserman coefficient is a ratio
개인의 순자산 차이를 반영하기 만들어진 계율.
individuals. When the coefficient is close to 1 or 100%,
높은 순사에 뭐 이런 게 있다고? 이런 뭐 게임 뭐 이 세계관에 뭐 이런 게 있나? 순사춘 자산 보유자의 주변에서 물리 법칙이 구부러진 현상?
coefficient reaches about 0.96.
나와 저 사람의 개수는 몇이지?
The Weiss-Wieserman
개수는 밀어보면은
9998 repeating.
왜?
That's not good for you.
당신이 너무 부자라서 빚이 말 그대로 당신 얼굴에 휘어진다는 거 아닙니까? 나는 노숙자인데 씨.
But calm down. I'm but a lowly single.
씨발 나는 슈퍼스타이자 노숙자인데 이건 뭔 개.
No, not really. They're actually.
팀 너도 이게 이상한 거
I
보이지?
see nothing of the sort. To be frank, all I see is a gentleman who's unusually
팀 이 새끼는 부장 같다.
in a cargo container, which I admit is odd.
Yes, I imagine that does look strange to you. My
이 컨테이너에서 뭐 하고 계신 거죠?
traveling. This
여행
is a
중이라고?
great way to get around. It's fun.
킴은 중상층 이상은 되나봐.
And it gives me
그냥 멀쩡하게
lots of
보이는데.
time. By the way, let me now ask you a question.
여기 정확히 여기 어딥니까?
In the very, very early days of colonizing this archipelago, the kingdom of Surens, a precursor of a modern Sur-le-Clair, used to own the city of Rivers. An
여기는
obscure detail in the bigger picture, but still worth dropping.
마르티네즈예요. 한때는 세계 수도였던 레바슈의 한 지역이죠.
Ah, Rivers. I remember walking its streets as a teen. It's a shame I can't get out and explore myself. One of
맨날
the
술 처마서 도는 게 아니고 아니
downsides
씨발
of being an extremely high net worth individual
빡비 없다고.
mobs
본청에
of
지원
low net
넣었더니
worth
씨발
individuals are constantly
뭐냐 지원 안 해줘?
banding together to ask for money.
근데 이거 뭐 트레이너 같은 걸로 돈 존나 많이 넣은 다음에 오면은 이거 똑같이 신사로 보이나? 그냥 상관없이 그냥 무조건 그냥 내 캐릭터는 거지라고 판정되어서 이렇게 보이나? 화물 컨테이너를 통해서 이리저리 여행을 다니시는 건가요?
Smart, no? It also provides a means to hide luxury yachts,
하이파이 휴대용 라디오 시스템.
systems, fail-proof outerwear, and so on. It just gets a bit middle class after a while. What? No, I didn't say that at all. Being rich is great.
부자 투자자라 하셨죠. 돈 좀 주시. 오케이.
Could you please stop asking everyone?
야 킴! 이 새끼 니 돈 많다고. 아니 네가 주던가.
Frank, we can't afford to look worse than we already do.
아니 네가 주던가 그럼 나한테 씨발 나 숙박비 없어가지고 돈 없다. 나 씨발 오늘 잠 못 자주도 있는데 이 개새끼야. 얘 주던가 씨발로마.
It's perfectly alright. Based on your appearance, I can tell I'm dealing with a smart
뭐-
man.
얘 새끼 아주 그냥
As you may know, us high net worth individuals do not have a lot of
커피
cash.
뻥한 걸 동전밖에 없다고? 이런
Investments
개새끼.
and liquid. Here is 3 real. How much can you get for this?
친절에 감사드립니다.
You're welcome. You know, maybe you can make that money grow. Come up with an investment plan. How's that sound? Thanks for stop.
봐봐.
Welcome back, gentlemen. What can I do for you?
If business
씨발 이게 되겠냐? 침상 세계? 내면 세계 그거 말하는 거야? 몇 퍼였냐? 17%요. 17%만 할만해. 3%는 진짜 불가능한데 17%는 할만해.
Welcome back, gentlemen. What can I do for you?
if business
이 씨발.
were
난수 고정 아닌가 봐. 아닌 것 같아. 가끔씩 될 때가 있어. 개념화 펌핑 한번 봐야겠는데? 개념화. 이거밖에 없어.
Welcome back, gentlemen.
28% 할만해.
What can I do for you?
deploying
Okay.
concept buzzword generator. All systems functional. Ready to engage in 3. It's time to disrupt.
청소년 센터에 투자하신 게 좋겠어요.
A youth center, huh?
어떤 종류의 청소년 센터 말입니까?
Come on, tell him what he wants to hear.
낮은 순자산화 가정 아이들에게 자유주의적 경제 가치관을 심어주기 위한 곳이죠.
Brilliant. Without children.
훌륭해요. 그런 아이들이 미래의 고객이 되는 거죠. 그리고 사업이 잘 안 되면 언제든지 센터를 쇼핑몰이나 사모펀드로 파문수를 바꿀 수 있겠죠.
When life closes a door, it opens a window.
기대 수익은 어떻게 되나요?
What's the expected return on this?
고등교육을 받은 당신의 다양한 일을 위해 언제든지 일할 준비가 되는 인적 자본이죠.
You're deep into ultra-liberal.
Very impressive. You've got a natural eye for unusual investment opportunities.
저도 압니다.
I don't normally do this without a formal pitch deck, but to hell with here's the round of seed funding. This should be enough to prove out the concept and get the
Cha-ching! What is
가창!
speed? Vodka?
흔들리지 않는 신뢰 감사드립니다.
Remember, it's not a handout. It's an investment.
이 회수를 하겠냐 병신.
I expect
꺼져라
to
이제.
see it.
The lieutenant stands there.
어때? 킴 나쁘지 않지?
I'm not unimpressed. Let's leave it at that.
Now, was there anything else I could help?
타칭! 아 백삼원 이 새끼 아까 씨발 동전 뽑을 도밖에 없다더니 이렇게 구라쟁이 새끼 아주 그냥. 뒤질라고 그냥 진짜로. 노은기 살까? 이걸로 진짜 뭐 투자할 수 이런 거 투자할 수 있거나 막 그런 건 없지. 뭐 투자 있으면 투자 해보고 싶긴 한데. 에버라트 케하는 것도 앞에 좀 관련이 있다고? 나쁜 쪽으로 관련이 있는 거 아니야 막? 뭐 3기 3지구 개장? 만점이라고요? 아니야 이러면 안돼 그러면 안돼. 왜냐 생각해봐. 난 자유주의적인 사상을 주입시키려고 하는데 저 에브라트 퀘스트라면은 공산주의적 사상이 들어갈 수 있어. 알갱이 사상이 들어갈 수 있다. 오케이 완벽함. 완벽한 논리죠? 좌파가 공산주의만 있는 거 아니라고? 아 빨갱이다 이 말이야. 어쨌든 빨갱이다 이 말이야. 아 참. 어쨌든 빨갱이네 말이야. 빨갱이나 어? 착한 빨갱이 나쁜 빨갱이 어? 그런 게 있습니까? 그냥 나 그냥 빨갱이지. 정치 뭐냐 정치 색깔 존나 물어보면 이 게임인데 진짜 인종주의부터 해가지고 자유주의 뭐 온갖 거 다 물어봐. 미친놈이 진짜. 에이
Your race descent has temporarily halted.
여기 말고 다른 데 들어오는 길이 있어요? 나 여기 그냥 문 열려있길래 들어왔는데. 이 문 열려있길래 그냥 들어왔는데 씨발.
Your race descent has
씨발 실수로 누를 뻔했다.
temporarily-
쿠노 비밀기지 옥상? 쿠노 비밀기지도 있어? 쿠노 그냥 대가리에다가 그냥 펀치 한번 날려주고 그냥 무시하고 있는데?
A lorry stuck in the.
쿠노 새끼 진짜 막 뭐냐 Fuck you 쿠노 I'm 쿠노 미지라면서 아니 말을 안 하는데? Get the fuck up 쿠노.
Fuck does Kuno care?
Fuck that 쿠노 해?
Yeah, like
You were lucky you didn't die there.
yeah. Kuno's got some advice for. What are you? Like eight?
Perhaps you could compress this negative energy and turn it into some sort.
쿠노 동력
of
방지기야. 내가
That's
간다.
right. Turn your weaknesses into.
Kuno doesn't fucking.
잡혔는 이 새끼 그냥 망했는데? 퍼센트 막혀가지고.
Fuck does Kuno care?
공감팀이 있나?
It's the and an incredible.
와 공감템 올린다고 대화 열리는 게 아니잖아. 공감은 찍어야 되잖아. 정신이 아득합니다. 응? 눈나다! 눈나다! 눈나! 눈나! 옥상 어떻게 가지? 옥상 어떻게 가지? 문 안 열어준다고? 이런 씨발. 그 스킬칸? 그 스킬이라면 난 모르지. 나 멀러 갈 때도 안 봤다니까 일부러.
Got nothing to say to you.
내가 리지
Why are
엘리자베스
you
뷰포
wasting
따가신가?
your time? I suggest not wasting time on trivial pleasantries.
Even though she has excellent control over herself.
대포용한 레오가 네 얘기를 줬어. 말하는 거 상당히 좋아하더군.
You are not here to chat up the legal counsel.
개념아 막 존나 많이 열려있죠? 지성에다 6바가 나가지고. 겁나 많이 열려있죠? 옥상 못 올라간다고? 아쉬운데? 근데 씨발 나 이번에 뭐 한 것도 없는데 벌써 게임 내 시간이 2시야.
This door.
이러면은 2일차에 지금 한 개 노조만 만난 거밖에 없을 수도 있어. 이러면 재수 없으면 좆됐음. 총도 얻을 수 있어? 위원장? 위원장 새끼랑은 빨갱이랑은 협상 없어. 내가 인정하는 빨갱이는 레덜러 빨갱이밖에 없어.
This is where you say your bit.
Detective.
Hey, dipshit. You hard of hearing or something?
치우사요?
Do not let their squeals
아예 선택지가 안 열리던데?
These are but simple peasants, sire.
2번 실패하니까 안 열리던데? 근데 이 게임 뭐 타임 제한도 있나? 시간 제한도 있나? 약 사야 된다고? 뭔냐? 이거 벌써 45분이네? 암모니아는 가지고 있거든? 암모니아 가져오는데 암모니아 들고 와도 실패했어.
What, is he fucking kidding? This guy high or something?
I have something.
Hey, asshole, up here. We're talking to you.
We are looking for Titus Hardy.
Wow. Real big dick cups. Look at that.
Yeah, look at the big dick on that cup.
아, 물건이 큰 거 어떻게 알았어?
Must be something in the water in general.
Yeah, gave him real nice.
Yeah.
You might want to start asking your questions now. It's not going to get better than this.
Do a head count first. Connect these men to the track, starting from the right. Boot size 40, sitting on his right. Standard working boots. Size across at the other table. Hobnailed working. He spent his youth in Villalobos, a house, and then standard working boot. Steel reinforced. The emblem on his vest says Rowing Club. In the far corner, standard working boot. Steel reinforced toes. Size 40 on his neck. Forget it. It's not important. Let's call this one the musician. Size 41, with the light step in the middle, heaving and wheezing. Big guy. In conclusion, these 7 are the actors on the crime scene. The footprints were theirs.
얘네가 범죄 현장에 있었구나.
Exactly. You've stood there for about 4 seconds.
What the fuck is with you, fella?
현장에서 8개 발자국 찾았는데 너희의 7명뿐이군. 8번째 멤버는 어딨지?
What are you talking about, madman? There's no 8th Hardy Boy. There's 7 of us and we're all... Or what? You want to be the 8th Hardy Boy?
Actually, boss, we've been talking and we think she could...
Shut the fuck up, Glenn!
Shut the fuck up, Glenn!
It has to be good if he won't let you pursue it.
So let me get this straight. There is an 8th Hardy.
8번째 대원이 여자고 설마 아까 맨 처음에 만난 그 금발요?
That's right. We're not talking about this. This is a private Hardy Boys, man. You're not cops here. Don't go digging around if you don't want a bullet in the back of your...
Good. We are all watching each other.
There's no point in pushing.
뒷마당에 남자가 매달려 있던데 자네가 한 짓인가?
So, you're not just here to swing your big dick. You're here for the pretty...
They couldn't get him down, boss. He's still up there, stinking up the place.
Funny. But my partner and
왜
I
자네들의 신발 자국이 사건 현장에 찍혀 있는 건가?
You mean these boots? We all got a pair. We wore them the night we took the pretty boy.
Yeah.
We did.
아하, 자네 방금 살인 혐의를 자백한 건가?
Together. Goddamn right.
No. These 7 honest men have equally come forth. They told you what
얘만
happened
존나
so
진땀
that you
빼네.
don't have
얘네들은
any more of the
우리가
same.
죽였는데? 우리가 죽였는데? 아니 아닌데? 아닌데? 이러고 있네. 씨발.
All 7 together. They're diluting responsibility.
왜 죽였어?
Why? Because he was worthless mercenaries.
이 사람이 용병이었던 거고 맞나? 한 놈은 용병이었다.
What kind of
어떤 부류의 용병이었나?
The kind that shows up when you
파업이 시작하면 나타나기. 아, 대충 그 파업 진압하는 그런 용병인가?
Live grenade right here in our.
I can't prove it, but I know.
여기 호스텔이야, 호스텔.
Wild times. They hire merc shit like that.
Cause one night he walked straight up to the mic and said, "I'm RNE's goddamn special forces, and
Special
I'm gonna fuck
forces!"
you all."
Really?
2층에 숙박이 있어. 2층.
Yeah, really. Had a gin and tonic up there. Sang some RNE's.
We couldn't believe it either, but he fucking did. Right there.
Sire, the tale is true. This is a serious violation of the karaoke code.
자, 좋아. 그 노래방에 대한 범죄를 제외하면은 녀석이 정확히 뭘 잘못했다는 건가?
Wrong. He harassed
놈은 여자를 키롱하고 강간도 저지르고 노동자 학대했다고?
workers. Threatened to kill
죽일만
some.
한데
It's a
좀?
warning.
From rape to harassment to threats of violence. He regrets mentioning it. Hopes you didn't notice.
To kill us all if we don't open the gates.
강간을 말한 걸 후회하고
Let
있다.
the scabs in. If we don't bend over.
Yeah, he said it was his favorite joint now. Started to come in here every night, drinking.
He grabbed someone?
Yeah, this girl's on the mic. A beautiful girl, young. Gets into the second verse of Lover Lake.
그 연봉에 다리를 잡다
Show
소리치기 시작했죠.
me your cunt. Why don't you show me your cunt?
이거 씨발 이거 영어 존나 쇼미더 컨트 씨.
Doesn't even fall down.
Aren't you fucking listening? My man is talking to you. He took care of it.
엄청나구만.
They got the.
Yeah, me and Eugene got her out.
There's something odd. Seems like they don't want to talk about that rape Titus mentioned.
그럼 이제 그럼 누가 그 인간한테 강간을 당했다는 거야? 이거 꽤 중대한 혐의인데.
No. You're not yet.
강간은 안 했구만 씨발.
There's nothing you can do for now. He's stonewalling you.
이렇게 죽이고 나서 후회는 없었나?
How many people have you sent to the Shays? Ever felt remorse for?
Chaise électrique is the method of capital punishment in Revachol.
Or send them to Reunion to rot. For 20 years. For life.
우리가 한 일은 다르지. 우리는 법을 집행한 거고 너희들은 아무렇게나 사람을 죽인 거지. 솔직히 술을 하도 많이 마셔서 내가 누굴 죽였는지도 다 기억이 안 나. 오케이.
Doesn't remember them. He just.
Ain't no use keeping a stiff catalog in your head.
밤에 총 때리는 게 누구지?
That's for sure.
근데 52분이라 가지고 아 빨리 아
Are you deaf? There will be no singling anyone out. You can't arrest A. Do you think you could do that? Do you think you could arrest?
A trick question. Don't let her lead the conversation.
That's for the courts in Les Jardins to decide. Not for the office. What you can do right now.
No. We'll stay here and discuss
이
what
교수형
happened.
사건이 일어난 게 언제지?
You don't have to keep answering his questions.
I know, Lizzie. Relax.
기자는 언제부터 알고 지냈지?
Known him? We don't associate with scum like that.
Yeah. Who do you?
Quiet.
큰일 났다 씨발 8분밖에 안 나와 7분밖에 안 나왔는데 이거 뭔 존나 길어.
Happy?
이거 중간에 이거 대화 끊어도 다시 대화 할 수 있나?
By the Pine's cow, you mean Joyce Messier?
No. I mean the pine. Why don't you ask her about the pretty boy? I'm sure she has interesting things to say when you ask her hard enough.
That's enough insinuation for today, Titus.
아 세이브 했으니까 그냥
Nothing.
I think we're going. I've done this job.
Good luck
아
with
좆됐다
that.
이거. 아 근데 다음에 다시 해야겠다 이거. 아 씨발 시간이 모자라. 아니 얘네 부분 다시 해야겠어.